John, a widowed architect, such an offer popped up right from the pages of his morning newspaper. It was a house for rent, a beautiful house, for only £200 a month. And the best part, that price was all-inclusive. Central heating, a walk-in shower, a modern kitchen, gardens in the front, and back, you name it. This house had it. For John and his 10-year-old adopted daughter, Sakina, it felt like a gift from the heavens. Sakina was a sweet girl, though she had a couple of funny habits, like sucking her thumb and twitching her left eye whenever she spoke. John, who was financially comfortable thanks to an inheritance from his late wife, didn't hesitate. He immediately contacted the landlord and offered to pay 2 months' rent right up front. The owner accepted, and just like that, the house was theirs. They moved in, excited for their new beginning. The next morning, John and Sakina headed down to the kitchen, ready to make some breakfast. But when they walked in, they froze. The kitchen table was already set. There was hot tea steaming in mugs, bowls of cereal, perfectly cooked fried eggs, and a stack of warm toast. And standing there, as if waiting for them, was a figure draped entirely in a black shroud. The figure turned towards them, a wide grin spreading across its face, though they couldn't see the face itself. "Welcome," it said in a strange, raspy voice. "So glad you could join us." John's heart hammered against his ribs. He felt a tremor run through his entire body. He grabbed Sakina's shoulder, pulling her closer. Who are you?" he stammered, his own voice sounding hollow and distant. "I rented this house for me and my daughter, not to share with you. Get out, whoever you are. Get out now." A loud, booming laugh echoed from behind them. "Ha, ha, ha! You idiot!" Another voice cackled. John spun around to see another shrouded figure materialize out of thin air. "We're not going anywhere. We are extraterrestrial beings from outer space, and we'll be living here with you." The first figure chimed in again, its tone surprisingly cheerful. "Oh, yes, we just love your planet's food, especially those Pakistani kebab rolls and lassi. Yum, yum. So, just relax and get on with your life. If you have any problems, just let us know. We're quite helpful, really." John's mind was reeling. Extraterrestrials. In his new rental home, it was insane. The second figure floated closer, its shrouded head tilting. "You humans, always fighting. Your politicians squabbling over land and property, never satisfied. Don't you worry, Mr. John. We'll solve all your little problems soon enough." Then it pointed a long, shrouded finger at Sakina, who was still quietly standing by her father's side. "And your daughter," the creature said, its voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "Sakina isn't a Pakistani girl, Mr. John. She's one of us. Haven't you ever noticed how quiet and calm she is? How different she is?" The words hit John like a physical blow. He stared at Sakina, his mind racing. Her strange habits, her quiet demeanor. Could it be true? He was completely shocked, overwhelmed by these mind-bending revelations, before he'd even had his first sip of coffee. Without another word, John grabbed his coffee cup from the counter. He took Sakina's arm. She had, somehow, managed to grab a couple of pieces of hot toast during the whole bizarre encounter. As they walked briskly towards the front door, she looked up at him, her eyes wide with confusion. "Ayo, Dad, what's happening?" she asked, her mouth full of toast. John's voice was strained but firm. "Sakina, just finish your toast and have some tea. I'm going to drop you at school. And listen to me. Don't say a single word about this to anyone. Understand?" As soon as he returned from the school run, John was on the phone with the landlord, explaining that there was a major unforeseen problem with the occupants of the house. He didn't go into the details about aliens. Of course, he just knew they had to get out. That very day, he packed up their essential belongings and moved himself and Sakina straight back to their old home, back in the familiar comfort of their old place, where the only morning surprise was running out of milk. John couldn't stop thinking. The incredible deal! the perfect house. It had all been a trap. It was a harsh lesson, but one he wouldn't forget. He finally understood that old saying his grandmother used to repeat. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Sometimes the cheapest things in life end up costing you the most. And sometimes they come with extraterrestrial roommates who have a thing for kebabs. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.